It is now in order to consider Amendment Number 11, printed in House Report 112-172. For what purpose does the gentleman from Virginia seek recognition?
Mr. Chairman, I have an amendment at the desk.
The clerk will designate the amendment.
Amendment number 11, printed in House Report number 112-172, offered by Mr. Rigell of Virginia.
Pursuant to House Resolution 358, the gentleman from Virginia, Mr. Rigell, and a member opposed shall each control 5 minutes. The chair recognizes the gentleman from Virginia.
Mr. Chairman, Americans across this great land are hurting. Families are being hurt by excessively high unemployment. It's right now at 9.2%. In the 2nd District, it's high, and my wife Terry and I have dear friends who have lost their family businesses because of, I think, policies that have come out of this very institution, a hyperactive federal government. So I rise today to offer an amendment that would directly address one of the principal reasons that I believe that our small businesses are having such a difficult time. And I know this firsthand because I am a small business owner, and that's a lack of credit. My amendment would require the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau to submit a financial impact analysis on each proposed rule or regulation that it intends to layer upon our nation's lenders. It would expand the cost analysis to include financial institutions of all sizes, not just the smaller ones that are currently being under the cost analysis portion of the bill. And most importantly, though, the amendment would require the Bureau to submit an analysis to the Council on how the proposed regulation would impair the ability of individuals and our small businesses to access credit. I spent a lot of time, Mr. Chairman, in our district listening to small business owners and our local community bankers, not the big banks up in New York, but the local banks, and they've given me a clear indication of the struggle that our small business owners are having when it comes to acquiring credit. They're saying, Scott, we're not hiring account executives to go out and meet with our small business owners. We're hiring regulatory analysts to figure out and sort through Dodd-Frank, and now there's just yet another layer that's coming upon our local lenders. They're really struggling. So, Mr. Chairman, what I've done in this amendment is to offer a reasonable solution. It just would require that Bureau to pause and to calculate and to distribute to the public a clear indication of the impact that the regulation would have both on the lending institution and on credit for our small business owners and individuals. I believe this is a very prudent bill. Given the hyperactive nature of our federal government, it continues to grow, it continues to reach out and I think choke out the life of the small business entrepreneur. So I would urge my colleagues to support this amendment. It really is about confidence. I think that the hardworking folks that I know in the district, they want to know that we really are going to start in a reasonable and responsible way, contain this ever-expanding federal government. Mr. Chairman, I close with this. I'm not an advocate for no regulation. I'm an advocate for smarter and lighter regulation, and I think this amendment meets that test. I urge my colleagues to vote in favor of it, and I yield back the remainder of my time.